guys, my name is Riziki Fataki and I'm bringing to you our second session on Know Your Law, where we get to learn things about the law because you do not have to go to law school in order for you to know the law. Disclaimer, this video should not be taken as a substitute for a lecture but should be seen as a mere conversation about the law. Big shout out to my former Unza lecturer, Dr. Siangandu, who taught me thoroughly and meticulously about criminal law. So let's get started. So rape is provided for in the Penal Code under section 132 and is defined as having unlawful carnal knowledge or sex with a woman or girl without her consent. Or if the consent is obtained, it is obtained through force, threats, intimidation, false misrepresentation, and if the woman is married, pretending as if you are their husband. That's how far people can go. I end it there.
Cannot, and I can never.
As I had earlier explained, in order for someone to be found guilty of the offense of rape, it has to be proved that there's the actus reus, the criminal act, and the mens rea, the intention or the state of the mind. So when it comes to rape, the actus reus is the actual act of having carnal knowledge without a lady's consent, right? So in this circumstance, for you to prove that there was carnal knowledge that took place or sex, you have to prove penetration. You and I know the penetration that I'm talking about. And it's not penetration for the fingers. By the way, penetration for the fingers does not suffice to be rape. It is the same penetration that we know of. Even just the tip is penetration.
Those people.
So even if you agree to do the deed with a lady, right? You start doing the deed. And then she suddenly refuses, demon, strike up. She suddenly refuses. And you continue. Do you know what that is? Also, even if you just start, just take a small, just a tip. And then she refuses. But you continue. Do you know what that is? It is rape.
The pressure is getting...
For example, a lady goes to a doctor and she tells the doctor, "Doctor, I haven't been feeling too fine." And the doctor suggests, "Let's conduct a surgery." And the doctor ends up committing the deeds. Or a singing coach tells one of his pupils that in order for me to open up your air passages, something has to happen. I think you know where this is going. It is still considered rape because the consent was not gotten voluntarily. And the two examples that I have given are cases that already happened. The first one is a case of R versus Flattery, and the second one is R versus Williams. Rape is a serious criminal offense which carries a penalty of 15 years, minimum of 15 years in prison, and can go up to life imprisonment. So it's not something that the court takes very lightly, So in order for one to be convicted of the criminal offense of rape, it has to be proved beyond reasonable doubt that the actus reus and the mens rea, they are all aligning and it's all pointing to guilty. So because of the seriousness of the criminal offense, the court always needs evidence to back up those allegations, right? And some of this evidence takes a form of medical evidence. So if you know someone who, no, please, God forbid, in the event that a person is raped, they would have to immediately not bath, not change their outfits, just get off the way they are, go and report the matter to the police station where you'll be given a police report, rush to the nearest clinic or health center and get examined. So those experts are going to be looking for bruises on your body. They'll be looking for presence of semen at your area. They'll be looking for evidence of penetration at your area. So all of these things play a critical role in proving that you really have been raped. So keep that in mind. A big shout out goes to Maria Kasoma, who wrote a beautiful piece on how the law is so detached to our daily reality and how it's so detached to one's mental health and mental well-being. Because look at it from her perspective. As a person who's been raped, how are you going to immediately think of reporting? That's not even going to be on the top of your mind, unless if you've come across such information of you should go and report the issue and stuff like that. But for people who do not have the strength really to carry themselves and go to a police office, let alone to explain what has happened to them, it's so
confused of all about life.
At the end of the day, you will need the evidence to prove that really you have been raped. But also you need some time off, just to think, really, what has happened to me? Am I okay? And all of those things. So shout out to her. Search her up on LinkedIn, Maria Kasoma. Great. As we conclude today's emotional yet interesting topic, I'd just like to mention that from my perspective, I believe rape, the criminalization of rape, is there so to protect women from just being taken advantage of, guys. Like, just that. And some issues that are most likely to be seen in our laws in the near future is an issue of marital rape. So if a couple is married and the other partner doesn't want to have sexual intercourse at that particular time, and they force themselves, we hear of these things, a drunk husband forces themselves on a sober wife, does that constitute rape? So, my legal minds, let me know what you think. Like, share. If I had a YouTube channel, I would say
waweze kusubscribe.
Rudia tu, wewe ni Mwingereza ambao unajifunza.
Waweze kusubscribe. Waweze kusubscribe. Gonga. Waweze kusubscribe. Waweze kusubscribe. Oh my God. Niandikie.